Now that you click on Open Dashboard, you will be welcome to your Merchant Dashboard. So here it's where you will be able to modify every single aspect of your online ordering. So let's talk about the interface first. There are 3 buttons on the top right corner of your screen where it says Open Store, Sync, and Exit buttons. So Open Store will be really useful for you to check on the changes that you made and see if they are reflected or applied already. Sometimes this could take a little bit of time or just some refresh attempts because browsers normally store a lot of memory and tend to kind of reflect a saved or kind of a history version of your browser. So sometimes you will need to refresh a bit and it should reflect your changes, or you can open an incognito window and paste your link there to make sure that the changes were applied, as in this example. So you make sure that the changes are there. Right now I had no changes made, so let's move into the next button here. That is the sync button. The sync button will work out for me in case I made changes on my Clover station, but I don't see them reflected on my customer side. I will just need to click on the sync button, and things like maybe a price change for all the items or a complete overhaul of my inventory should be reflected after you click on the sync button. And the exit button is just for me to log out. In this case, I won't be logging out. I want to show you the rest of the features. So let's move into the next block. The center piece that you have here, the center of the screen can be ignored for now because everything is on the sidebar on the left. So these are all the listed features that we have, and we will be going from top to bottom, starting with the 2 stores that we manage, that is the regular store and the catering store. If you notice, the regular store will start with us.orderspoon.com, and there's a catering store. There's a complete separate store. This was made specifically for catering users or people that want to offer a different service or just have 2 different stores on the same place. So this is very useful for people that needs more flexibility or needs different timings for scheduling or different ordering ahead setups. So in this case, if I open my store, you will see here that it says catering.orderspoon.com, making it a complete different page from my regular store. Let's go back, and now let's go through business info and on. Starting with business info, it's just the info on display on your customer side. In this case, my address and phone numbers. My address will be directing people to a Google Map location, and my phone number will open their phone applications to make a call. So we should be making sure that everything is correct under the business info. If I modify this, I'm still on the catering side, so I will just change this to regular side. Sorry, and I'll put here, do not change a thing, please, and see how this reflects on my side. Open store. It reflected immediately. That's great. So let's go back. Let's go to the settings, starting with the general settings here. We've already set up our store slug, that is the URL, and we know here we can copy the URL or just copy the QR code here if we want people to scan it. This will work for buttons, etc. We already spoke about this on the quick wizard. And let's go to the publish button here. Publish is only affecting our own search engine, that is us.orderspoon.com, so people can look for your store here. And in my case, that I know the zip code that I want to find out, I will have all the stores related or on the same area. In this case, all of them have the button turned on. If not, they won't be showing up here. Now, accept orders is basically your master button to accept orders or not. If I open my store, you will see that there is nothing indicating that I'm not receiving orders, so I can place any order and go to the checkout and add to cart, etc. If I turn this off, sorry, let me just turn this on. Okay, let me just update. Okay, there it is. Not accepting orders now. I won't be able to place an order. I won't be able to use the card even though I'm complying with the required sites. I won't be able to do a thing here. So this means that they are not accepting orders. You can also turn this on and off from your Clover Station app, because we have an app on your Clover Station for controlling Orderspoon. Some buttons are synced with the features, so this is a really nice way for you to control it if you don't have access to a web browser, or you don't have a phone, or you're just too busy to, or your employees need help with this. Guest order and guest order only are for people who do not have an account with Orderspoon. They can order without having to go through any signing process. This is really nice. Most people have this enabled because they want to reach as many clients as they can. So this is great for you to not hinder them from ordering on the restaurant. We always recommend to have this turned on so you don't have problems with people or problems with logging, because that could happen that people do not know their emails. So this is a good way to keep customers good, all right? So let's go to the guest order only. This just eliminates the requirement of having an account completely. So there won't be any signing button. Just let's just click here and let's go to incognito, just because the memory is playing tricks with me, and there is no signing button here. It's just a card. So this could be really useful for specific situations where you just want guest orders. But if you want other features like loyalty, you will actually need to have a login so we can store information on their orders. So this will depend completely on what kind of customers you have, as you know that already. So let's move into the next options here. That is verify customer, instant code to phone only. This will help you to kind of prevent people, or at least to lower the chances for getting a fraud order or getting chargebacks, as you will need to verify the customer is actually a customer. You can do this simply with email if you have this turned on, or if you have this checked, you will have to prove that their phones can receive SMS messages. This generally can be omitted with fake phone numbers, but in our case, we're able to identify those, and they won't be able to place an order because the codes won't reach their phones or their fake phones. Now we have group order. This is a very nice way to save time for groups like students, hospitals, or office teams that want to order all together in just one place. If you go to the group order option, you will be able to create a group order. For that, you will need to log in. I'm already logged in. So again, there are some features that will require you to log in, of course, so we can store this information. And you can set up a limit. There is no limit. There's a $20 limit, depending on who's paying for all the orders. Let's create a group order, and this is a link that you can share with other people on WhatsApp, online, and yeah, any other application you want, so people can get in an order. So I will just open a new window here, and I will try to place an order as a member of this group. Let's fill up. Let's just select mac and cheese, and I will finish my order. Yes, I'm done with my order. And now if I order something here too, I will see my strawberry toast, and I will see the fried fried chicken steak for my member number 1, and I can keep going with member number 2, member number 3, and pay for them at checkout. And this will be also reflected on your printed receipt. I can place my order and leave a tip that is enabled, or pay online with a debit card or the credit card. So for now, let's just skip this part and let's go back. Now we have show popular items. Show popular items will create an automatic category for all the items that were the most common or most ordered from a certain period of time. That could be 1 month, or it could be during the whole year. For now, this is not modifiable. We just have this kind of automatic sync with our most ordered items. But right now, it won't show anything on my side just because I don't have actual items to be ordered, or at least I don't have a frequency that will be enough to make this content possible. So I would recommend using this in case you want to show certain items, but you can also promote them like this on our suggestions for you that are automatically created whenever you place your order. You can see some of the recommendations of these. So for now, let's just leave it as that. Show popular items is very useful depending on the situation that you want to promote. Just some items over the others. But track stock is a feature that is very complex. This will depend entirely if you already know about the track stock on Clover. If you have very limited inventory and you need these items to be out of the store whenever you reach a certain amount. In this case, the quantity threshold is 2. If you have less than 2 of a certain item in your inventory, this item will just remove itself automatically. But this needs to be set up on your Clover first, so we can keep track of the numbers that you have on your Clover account. This would require a different video just to make sure that everything is set up correctly if you're interested in the track stock feature. I will turn it off for now because this will mess up with my whole menu, because if I have negative numbers, it will close all my items or all my menus. Now let's go to allow future order and future order later limit, and print the future order that are feature set for ordering ahead. So people can actually schedule orders for future. In this case, if I go back to my ordering platform, let's go back. Let's schedule for, first let me cancel my group order. Select Wednesday, 4:40. Oh yeah, I did the track stock thing and it just removed everything. Let me just refresh. Oh, it is turned on, sorry. If this is not working, we can just go and use an incognito window. Oh, there it is. It's just my cache. Sometimes that could play tricks with you, so don't panic, just try to use a different window. Now let's go to my orders, and this time I will schedule an order. Okay, let's schedule an order. Wednesday, no, let's take it for Sunday, 5 p.m. Set my order time. And I can check out, and I will have 2 different things happening. Print the future order will allow me to print the order at the moment I place my order. That means if I place my order right now, it will print on my Clover stations. But if I have this turned off, the order will print just 30 minutes, as I stated on my preparation time, just 30 minutes before the ETA. That means that before 5 p.m., that means 4:30 p.m., I will have my order printed on my kitchen and I will start preparing it. So you can decide if you will risk yourself accepting an order for a future order to print at the same time if it's for 7 days from now on, and keep it on my kitchen will be really hard. Or you can decide to print them just at the moment they are required to be printed. So this is a very nice feature that you can use to limit how many orders and how you will organize your orders with your kitchen staff. And also future day limit here will let you know, or will allow your customers to order as for many days as you want virtually, but let's just select 60 days and open my store. And I will be able to select 60 days from today and be able to schedule an order. So this is a very, very flexible kind of feature that you can also mix within your preparation times and your schedules on holidays to have a very complex system in cases that you need them. So there's a lot of scenarios that we work with that actually make use of everything that we have in our arsenal. So whenever you have, or if you need something, you can create your own scheduling or as complex as you want it here. So that's really nice because you have control, or you can translate your timings in this case to our platform. Now we have pay later only, and pay later limit. This feature set is for paying in cash. That means that you will pay upfront. You will receive the order printed, and it will say, and will state that it's not paid, by the way, but having this order, you will know that people coming will pay in cash. So you can limit how much they will pay, or if you only will accept cash payments. In this case, if I activate pay later only, I will be only able to pay in cash. So if I go through my order, let's activate this and go to the checkout, there's only pay later. There's no credit card option. And if I put a limit here, I can limit how much people can spend, keeping in mind that you could have people not coming to the store and you already prepared the order, so you will have to compensate for those losses. So I will have a $20 limit to accept cash payments, so I will just accept orders under 20 with this kind of payment. So if I leave it as is, and I go to, let's go through the checkout again. This time I will take over 20 and go through the checkout. Just let me check that this is saved already. As it says, this does not apply if you're only accepting pay later. So I have to remove the pay later only and go back. Now it is not letting me to place an order because I'm over the $20 limit that I set for myself. But I can pay it if I select to use a credit card. It's just letting me using credit card here. Now let's go again through the checkout. And it's letting me put an order without limits because I have pay later only. So this is a thing that you can play with. So you can have two payment methods, or limit one, or have just one of them too. And there's the redirection. Whenever I finish paying, I will have a redirect URL that I will go after a few seconds. And it should take me to my website. In this case, you can put whatever URL you want. So I'll just wait a bit. and it will take me to my page, or at least the page that I specified. So this is really nice in case I want people to know about my website or my social media, etc. Now let's go through the notification system. You already know this one. We walked you through on the quick wizard. Let's go to the tips. You can enable tips for your pickup, delivery, or contactless dining, and this is at the bottom of the checkout options. So if I go again to my store and quickly go and place or try to place an order, I will have the option to tip at the end. I can select, as a customer, I can select what kind of tip I want to leave and the amount here if there is no default that I want to agree on. You can enable tips for delivery, pickup, and contactless or QR code ordering. On the printer settings here, I recommend you to have all of these turned on. Do not turn them off, please. All these options are just for us to manage, or in case you already know how this works. If you already set up your printers and you know exactly what you're doing, you can turn off some of them to limit which orders will be only for email notifications and which orders you will want to print under kitchen. Cuisine is just a tag system that works for our own search engine that I showed you just a few minutes before. So this is just affecting your business in our search engine. You can select whatever you want here. People looking for American food will be able to filter out all the restaurants on the same area and pick the ones that are tagged American food. In analytics, this is an advanced feature. If you already have a Google Tag Manager or if you have Facebook Analytics, you can just paste your tag here and you will make use of all the people that is coming through Orderspoon, age average, what kind of devices they use, and all the visits that you receive within our page. You will be able to take all those statistics and make use of them for your marketing, SEO, etc. So this is a very advanced kind of feature that you're free to use. Tax settings and payment settings are only for our standalone. If you don't want to work with any POS system, be it Square or Clover, you can always have our standalone version of this application, and we will make sure that you have a tax setting and a payment with any other processor, or at least the processor we currently have, like SumUp, like Stripe or Square Payments, to make sure that all your orders go through and you can have these transactions approved. And the last one here on the general settings would be the rewards. Rewards here are very simple to manage. You will notice that if I open my store, I already have a rewards button here. This is for every single person ordering with an account. That means that they need to log in or they need to register into an account to be able to see this. And they will be able to claim their rewards. So here, every single dollar spent will give your customers a point. So if they spend $100, they will have 100 points available. You can decide what those points mean for them. If they reach 200 points, they will have a free item, or they will have a percentage or an amount discount for their next orders. So that's something that they can reclaim and you can modify. For now, it is as simple as $1, 1 point, but we can modify it in the future depending on your requests and your feedback. So you just need to turn this on, create a new reward, free item, or 50% discount, type discount. You can set a fixed amount or a percentage. In this case, I will like the percentage to make it match to my name, and it will require you to have at least 50 points. It completely depends on what kind of volume and what kind of the amount of the orders that you normally accept to make this harder or more rewarding in case that people want to reclaim the rewards. So maybe if you accept very big orders from the beginning, 50 points will be really easy to reach. So in this case, I already have 63 points here on my user, and I can select it for a free fried chicken or to use it for a 50% discount. So let's go to my checkout page. Let's select something. Avocado toast, chicken fried steak. Oops, I have to enable this. Let's go to the checkout. And before placing my orders, I will claim my reward. And now my whole order is discounted at 50%. So this is great. I can have as many discounts on rewards as I want. You can set them up and keep adding them. And it's something that you don't need from a third party, so that makes it a great value, because you don't need to have a third party app like almost every single merchant does right now. Like, they need to install a different app with a different pricing. You can have all of this on our same application.